Hello everybody, God bless you. It's a midweek video or late week video, whatever you call it. I haven't done one in the middle of the week a while. I'm on my way to go do some yards, so I had some time between where I'm at until I get to where I have to cut, so I just thought I'd make a video. What better time to give praise to the Lord, talk about the Lord, talk about the Bible than right now. Anytime is a good time when you can talk about the Lord, talk about the Bible, prayer, anything and everything that goes with our Christian walk. That is for sure. As you all know, I like to try to correlate today's news and put it in a biblical sense, or correlate what's going on in America today with the Bible or with the end times. Mainly that's about what it is, because that's where we're at today. And I know a lot of people are upset about different social media platforms that seem to be clamping down on one's rights to say, what they want to say, because they deem it whatever, hate speech. They deem it anti-this, anti-that. And, this is going to happen, folks. It is going to happen, and we are starting to see the very things that are going to lead us into the rise of the Antichrist. And we're starting to see things that is going to take us into the beast system, the monetary system known as the mark of the beast, the economic system, whichever way you want to look at it. Now, I want to tie that in with something that I'm hearing a lot of politicians today talk about, and actually have been speaking about for probably the last year. It's really been prevalent. This year, it's really been prevalent with a lot of these leftists or left ideology leaders that have that type of thinking, that type of form of governing. I'm starting to hear this more and more, and I did a video on this a while ago, and that is what's called the Great Reset. I firmly believe that when this is implemented, not if, when it will be implemented, I believe wholeheartedly that this is what's going to set up the mark of the beast system. For the one reason I'm going to say, because for that system to be implemented into America, meaning this Great Reset, we must have some type of economic calamity, some type of crash, some major recession, depression, whatever you want to call it, for them to be able to implement this into, and I'm just speaking about America, our society. We're hearing world leaders from all over the world talking up this Great Reset. Even some in the royal family in England, Prince Charles and others like that, are talking about how wonderful this is, how wonderful it's going to be. No, there's nothing wonderful that is going to come out of it when you have to have an economic disaster. No, I don't care what they say. For them to implement this Great Reset, we have to have some type of disaster on the economic front, and this is worldwide. So, this is one thing that is being pushed today. I've heard Biden talk about this. I've heard Al Gore talk about it, John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer. I've heard McConnell. I've heard Murkowski. I've heard Collins, Lee. I've heard a lot of people with power in Washington, D.C., both sides of the aisle. If you notice, I mentioned Republicans and Democrats about this Great Reset, about how, it's going to send us into the next phase. It's going to put us into a better position. Let me tell you something. That is a lie from the pit of hell itself. That is going to be destruction. Plain and simple destruction. Okay? That is what's going to happen. I firmly believe that this will set up the mark of the beast. They will make you have some form of mark, albeit on your hand or your forehead. And we know the Bible says you cannot buy, eat, sell, trade, have any type of commerce of any sort without that mark. And if it gets to the point that they're going to, imprison you for not taking it, and ultimately you'll have to give your life up. You'll have to forfeit your life for not taking the mark. That's where it's going to get to. We're already seeing things with the virus that came over. We're already seeing things where they're saying, well, they're starting to talk about, well, you can't fly without being inoculated. You're going to have to carry a special card, within your passport if you want to travel. Soon it's going to get to the point where it's going to be, well, you can't go into Walmart and shop because you have to show your inoculation card. You have to show you've been inoculated from this. That is baby steps. That's just the baby steps to get us to the point where they're going to make you take a mark. People pay close attention to what I'm saying. I keep telling everybody the signs are all around us. They're all around us. They've always been around us. You just have to look for them. They're right there. You just have to open your eyes. Listen with your ears. If you can weed through a lot of the lies that's being pushed, you can pick up on a lot of this stuff. I did a video specifically on this Great Reset. It's probably been 2 months ago. I think I actually did a 2-part video on this, chopped it up into 2 parts. I recommend going back and watching that because I actually delve into more of what it entails, what it actually is, what they want to do with this. Today, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell you that I believe wholeheartedly that it's going to lead us into the beast system. I believe that wholeheartedly. I truly do. Something will lead us into that form where we have to have the mark. Now, you want to talk about rapture? We can talk about rapture. I know people believe in a pre-trib. I've talked about this too. There's people that believe in a mid-trib rapture and a post-trib. There's people that believe we're going to go through the tribulation and right before the very end, we're going to be, wished away. There's people that believe we're going to be raptured right before this all takes place. I'm not going to get into that right now, but I do know this. There's going to be people that's going to be left behind. Let's just look at this as a pre-trib. Let's just talk about this as if it's a pre-trib and you're left behind. These are the choices you're going to have to make. You're going to have to make that choice. If you take that mark, it's over for you. I don't care how much begging. I don't care how many times you repent. I don't care if you get on your knees and you cry out to God 24 hours a day with no sleep. No, it's done. Finished. Finito. Done. It's over. Once that mark is put upon your body, you are damned to eternal hell forever. People need to understand eternity means forever. Not a week, not a month. You're not going to get prayed out of hell with some prayers. No, it's eternal. It's eternal. And it is scary. But I do believe these things are starting to surface. If you pay close attention to what's going on, things are starting to surface. In Georgia, there's these stones called the Georgia Guidestones. I don't know if you all know about these. They've been there. I could be wrong, but I think they were placed in 1980. 79 or 80. I'm pretty sure about 95% that was the year that a very nondescript, very private gentleman paid for these Guidestones, had them erected, and then disappeared. There is a lot of our wealthy people in this country, Mr. Gates, billionaires. I'm talking people that have, money that can shake economies, that heed by those I don't know what you want to call them. They're not commandments, but tenets that maybe are put upon these Guidestones. And one, I believe, is the population must get down to 500 million worldwide. That ain't the, North America or Europe. That's worldwide. So what do you think is going to happen to the other billions of people? They have to go somewhere. Something has to happen to them. It is pretty wicked if you read these Georgia Guidestones and you look at people in America, the wealthy, the ones that are powerful, they have connections to this. They either believe wholeheartedly in them, they want this to happen, whatever you want to call it, and that's pretty scary. That is pretty scary. You're talking again about people that can shake the market, economically shake the market with just a word from their mouth, and they believe in these tenets written upon a stone in Georgia. I think there's 2 big ones. They're huge. They're massive. I mean, they're not like 50 feet tall or nothing like that. I don't know. They're like maybe 15 feet tall. I don't know. But they're guarded. And just look into the Georgia Guidestones. I think you'll be pretty spooked if you've never heard of them. And read what's on them. It's chiseled in, I think it's granite. So they're kind of mocking, in a way, Moses coming down from the mount with the commandments, when they were written on stone. And granite, I think this is granite they're made out of. It kind of reminds me of a slap in the face to Moses and Christianity, because what's on those stones have nothing to do with God, nothing to do with the Bible. It's the opposite. I mean, you're talking about exterminating the mass majority of humanity upon this earth. This is what they're wanting. This is what's on this. And like I said, the gentleman that paid for this, that, did the stones, he showed up and he's gone. I don't think they even have photographs of this guy. I seen a documentary on this a while ago. I could be wrong, but I don't think they even have photographs and really even know who the guy was. I think they believe he gave a fake name, possibly. It's been probably 8-9 years since I've seen the documentary, but I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But he was a very nefarious person. So, anyways, that's all I got for you today. Do some research on the things I spoke about: the Great Reset, the Georgia Guidestones. Go look at this stuff, because it's right here in America, and I think you'll be surprised, shocked. I really do. Stay prayed up, people. Stay prayed up, because who knows how much longer, as Christians, our speech is going to be protected. Who knows how long our freedom of speech is going to be protected, because right now they are at war with people that are conservatives, Christians, and of that like, on these social media platforms. They are at war, and they would love nothing more than to silence every single one of us. Every one of us. That is their ultimate goal. And when you think about it, that's the devil's goal, because he does not want the word or the gospel of Jesus Christ to be spread upon the masses. And this is one of the best ways to do it, is via the internet. You can reach all corners of the earth. So, stay prayed up. God bless each and every one of you, and I will see you hopefully Sunday. Take care. Like, subscribe. See you later. Bye-bye.